Good evening, students. So, good evening, all of you. So, welcome to Unacademy EAMCET YouTube channel, students. So, myself, Dr.Rajendra Prasad, biology educator on Unacademy platform. So, in today's class, we'll be discussing about the Solanaceae. So, we'll be discussing important character features of Solanaceae. We'll be discussing the vegetative cat sticks. We'll be seeing the floral cat sticks and other economic importance of this member, that is Solanaceae. So, let us see about the Solanaceae in this particular class. So before starting the class, so we'll be discussing about our Unacademy Plus subscription. So Unacademy is providing free daily live classes on its YouTube channels. Apart from that, Unacademy is also providing free special live classes on its app. And there is a special design courses going on a platform that is called Unacademy Plus platform. So this is for the students who are undergoing subscription to this particular course. So a well-designed course, a scheduled course is going on Unacademy Plus subscription, students. So let us see what are the benefits of this Unacademy Plus subscription. So Unacademy Plus subscription, what happens here is a premium content. So premium content will be available to the students at affordable price. So structured live courses and dedicated live doubt clearing session also will be conducted, students. So after every 3 theory classes, 4th class will be a doubt clearing session on Unacademy Plus platform, students. So that it will be a best suitable for students because you can clear the doubts with the corresponding educators. So quizzes will be conducted at regular intervals and batches for complete preparation. So lecturers will be in batches, so you can go for the team of lecturers which you are interested. Then test series for daily practice and full length mock tests, and this all you can get for single subscription. So that is a 1 month plan is available, students. So 1 month plan is costing about 2,250 rupees. So recently there is one batch is started, students. The name of the batch is called as a Telugu batch. So this batch actually started in the month of November. So let us see what is the importance of this particular batch. So in this Telugu batch, if you see in this Telugu batch, all the educators, you can see all the educators will be taking the classes in the native language, that is in the regional language, that is in the Telugu language, students. So what is important is the detailed explanation. So detailed explanation will be given in Telugu language and complete syllabus. So complete syllabus will be covered, that is intermediate first year and intermediate second year syllabus will be covered by the given educator, students, and tips and tricks also will be given by the educators. So this all you can get for 1 month trial plan of 2,250 rupees, students. So if you use my code Rajendra Live, so you can get the trial price for 2,250 rupees. So apart from that, there is already one batch already have started. The name of the batch is called comprehensive batch. In this comprehensive batch, I am taking biology classes and sir is taking physics and sir is taking the chemistry class, students. What is purpose of this comprehensive batch is, it is also main purpose is to complete the syllabus so that students get prepared for the coming medical entrance examination. Similar tips and tricks also will be given by the top educators in respect to subjects, especially physics and chemistry, and topic wise practice papers also will be made available for students for their own practice. And full and mock tests, also will be conducted, students. So 1 month trial price, if you are interested, you can take trial price, and if you are satisfied, then you can go for long term plans. So if you see the long term plans, so there is the best long term plans are also available. There is 6 months plan and 12 months plan, students. So if you are interested, you can take 6 months plan, it is costing about 10,125 rupees, and 12 months plan is costing about 12,375 rupees, students. So if you are interested for this long term plans of 6 months or 12 months, you can use my code Rajendra Live. So if you use my code Rajendra Live, you can get 6 months course for 10,125 rupees and a 12 months course for 12,375 rupees, students. So that is about our Unacademy Plus subscription, students. So if you are interested, I suggest you to take the long term plans. They are best suitable for you at a very less cost. You can get more benefit out of this. So if you go to any corporate sector colleges, they charge more than lakhs for 6 months or 12 months. So certainly it is a benefit for the students. I suggest you to use this opportunity and get educated by top educators of India, students. So this is about our Unacademy Plus subscription. Let us start the topic of today's topic, that is Solanaceae. So let us continue, students. So let us continue with our topic, that is Solanaceae. So last class we were discussing about the Fabaceae. We have discussed about the Fabaceae in the previous session. Let us see about the another member, that is Solanaceae. So this is a very important family member, that is Solanaceae, students. In NEET examination, certainly you can get a chance of one question. Similarly, in case of EAMCET and our EAMCET, AP EAMCET examination or Telangana State EAMCET examination, certainly you will also get one question from this, a very small topic. Okay, so let us see about this. What is the important character features of the Solanaceae members? So let us see, it is the largest family. So it is the largest family. This Solanaceae is a largest family, and it is known as a potato family. So this Solanaceae members, so potato scientific name is Solanum tuberosa. So this one, so this potato belongs to Solanaceae members. That is the reason. So under the name of potato, it was given the name as the potato family, and it is the largest family. Then it is widely distributed in the different geographical areas, like it is distributed in tropics, subtropical zones, and as well as even the temperate zones. So this particular members of Solanaceae, they are distributed in the tropics. Tropics means in tropical zone. So what is this tropical zone members are subtropic and temperate zone means it is the earth is divided into 4 zones based upon the climatic conditions or based upon the temperatures. If you see the tropical zone, or here whatever mentioned the tropics, if you see the tropical zone, in the tropical zone you have the high temperatures. Generally in tropical zones the temperature every time ranges above 28 degrees centigrade. So above 28 to 35 degrees centigrade. So such type of zone where every time the average temperature may range between 28 to 35, such type of area is called as a tropical zone. Similarly, subtropical zone, if you see, the temperature generally ranges between 18 degrees centigrade to 25 to 26 degrees centigrade. Such type of zone is called as a tropical zone. And temperate zone, if you see the temperate zone, in the temperate zone average temperature ranges between 7 to 17 degrees centigrade. So like that, this is average temperature. So another fourth zone is also there, that is called as a polar zone. So polar zone includes Arctic and Antarctica. Every time the temperature is always less than 5 degrees centigrade. So like that, the whole globe is classified into 4 different zones based upon the climatic conditions, like tropical zone, subtropical zone, and as well as temperate zone based upon the climatic conditions, especially the temperature. So tropical zone or tropics has an average temperature in that particular area is ranging between 28 to 35 degrees centigrade. In subtropical zone, the average temperature ranges between 18 to 25 degrees centigrade. And in temperate zones, the average temperature ranges between 7 to 17 degrees centigrade. So like this, so in this zone, so Solanaceae members, so the fourth zone is the polar zone. Polar zone includes Arctic and Antarctic. Every time they are covered with ice. So in Arctic zone you cannot find any Solanaceae members, but Solanaceae members are grown in the areas of where tropical and subtropical and temperate zones. So these particular Solanaceae members are distributed in these particular areas. Then let us see about the vegetative characters of these particular members. Let us see the vegetative characters. So if you see the vegetative characters, let us see the vegetative characteristics of these particular members. So plants are mostly herbs. So these vegetative characteristics, if you see, plants are mostly herbs and some are shrubs, and there are also trees are also present, and there are small trees actually. So they are having non-woody herbs, are like they are non-woody and shrubs. So and as well as small trees. So majority of them are herbs, shrubs, and as well as trees. If you see the nature of the stem, so if you see the nature of the stem in these particular Solanaceae members, they are herbaceous, so they are granular in nature, and they are rarely woody. Actually, they are not woody stems. Actually, that is the reason they are rarely woody. And there are areas, so they are growing above the ground. So that's why they are considered as aerial. So they are growing above the ground. They are aerial and erect. So they grow straight above the soil. They are not crawling on the ground. So that is the reason the term erect is used here. So they are aerial and erect. And how the stem appears, this is cylindrical in nature, and stem is branched. Branch means you find in these members of the Solanaceae, the plants, they show the branching. So that is they are branched. And some stems are solid, so they are totally filled with the fluid, and some stems are hollow in nature. And if you see on the stems, you can find small hairs are present. In some members like tomato, you can see small hairs are present on the stem in tomato. or in case of the even in the potato also. So you can see some small hairs are present. So hairy stems or glabrous. Glabrous means non-hairy. So hair is absent. Such condition is called as a glabrous. Glabrous means hair is absent. When hair is absent, such condition is called as a glabrous. When hair is present, such condition is called as a hairy. Okay. So stem is hairy or glabrous. In some stems, some members of the Solanaceae members on the stem they have hair, and whereas in some stems they don't have hair. So that is the reason it is called as a glabrous. Such condition is called as a glabrous. And the stem is also, so in some cases what happens is stem is also showing underground stems. Underground stem is present. So underground stem, best example is potato. In potato, like Solanum tuberosum, what happens here is you have an underground stem. So underground stems store the food materials. That is, underground stem stores the food materials. In terms of the best example is potato, that is Solanum tuberosum. So like that, what happens here is, if you see the stem of these particular Solanaceae members, it is herbaceous and it is rarely woody in nature. It is aerial and it is erect and it is cylindrical nature. It is branched, so stem is branched. It is solid in case of few stems. It is hollow in case of few stems. And on few stems you have hairy-like structures are present. In few stems that hairy-like structures are absent. So such condition where hairs are absent or non-hairy condition is called as a glabrous. So term here you can see here. So glabrous and mentioned just only. Glabrous means it is a non-hairy stems are called as a glabrous actually. Okay. So and you can also find underground stem in members of potato. In members of potato you can find the underground stem. So that is about these particular stem characteristics. Let's see about the leaves. If you see the leaves, so the leaves are arranged alternately. You can see here in this particular diagram. So here one leaf is arranged. So opposite another leaf is not present. You can expect another leaf here somewhere like this. So leaves are alternately arranged. So alternate leaves are arranged, and leaves are pinnately compound. So simple leaves, the majority of them are simple leaves, and in rare cases you can find the pinnately compound leaves. And here and stipules. So below the leaf base, so stipules are absent. So when stipules are absent, such condition is called as exstipulate. So what is the meaning of this term exstipulate? Exstipulate means stipules are absent. When stipules are absent, such condition is called as exstipulate. So in this case, stipules are absent. Then if you see the venation, so arrangement of veins and veinlets. So what is the venation? How do we define venation? Means the arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf is called as a venation. And if you see the venation, the type of venation is called as a reticulate venation. So reticulate venation is a character feature of dicots. So last class also we are discussing about Fabaceae members. Fabaceae members are also belonging to dicots, and they are also showing venation, and particularly they are also showing the reticulate venation. So reticulate venation is a character feature of dicots, and Fabaceae members are also dicots, and here Solanaceae members are also dicots. So both are exhibiting the specific type of venation, and such type of venation is called as a reticulate venation. So reticulate venation is observed in case of these particular members. So that is about the leaf, students. Let us see about the floral characteristics. So these are about the vegetative characteristics. Let us see about the floral characteristics. So let us see about the floral characteristics. So in the floral characteristics, let us see first about inflorescence. If you see the nature of the inflorescence, it is solitary in nature. So it is solitary. Inflorescence is solitary in nature, means single flower is present. So hi Arti, welcome to Unacademy EAMCET YouTube channel, students. So hi everybody. So how are you? So good evening once again. So good evening Arti. So today we class we are discussing about the Solanaceae members. So let us see about the floral characteristics of Solanaceae members. So in that, so let us see about inflorescence. If you see the inflorescence, it is solitary, means you have only single flower. Single flower is present, like in case of Datura. If you see in Datura, single flower is present at the tip. So Datura is also belong to Solanaceae member. So solitary flower present at the tip, single flower. Solitary means single flower. Okay, the single flower, best example in case of Datura. Similarly, so cymose. So cymose inflorescence is present and it is cymose type. So cymose type of inflorescence is present in Solanum. Solanum is a best example which is telling that it is exhibiting the cymose type of inflorescence. So we already know that there are two types of inflorescence, racemose and cymose. In that, especially the Solanum. Majority of these Solanaceae members include Solanum. so Solanum genus members, and they are showing the cymose inflorescence actually. Then if you see the flower, so flower is bisexual, so that particular flower has both androecium as well as gynoecium. And you can also see the symmetry, so symmetry is actinomorphic, it is actinomorphic symmetry. If you cut the flower in any directions, it produces two equal halves. Such type of symmetry is called as a actinomorphic symmetry. If you cut the flower in any direction, it produces two equal halves. Such type of symmetry is called as actinomorphic. So flower is exhibiting actinomorphic characteristics here, actinomorphic symmetry here in this particular case. So once again, so if you see the floral characteristics, so inflorescence, it is cymose type of inflorescence in case of this solanum. You can exhibit cymose type of inflorescence, and flower is solitary or axillary. And in case of flower, it will be showing symmetry. The symmetry is actinomorphic symmetry, and it is a bisexual flower. The symmetry is actinomorphic and bisexual flower. Then let us see about some floral cat sticks. Students. So go through the diagram just a minute. So we'll discuss the floral cat sticks. So if you see the floral cat sticks, so we know that in a flower, so we have four whorls. We already were discussing about the calyx and corolla. So calyx and corolla, and four whorls are present in a flower. So calyx, corolla, and these are the additional organs, and reproductive organs are androecium and gynoecium. Let us see about the floral characteristics. So let us see in terms of calyx. So you can see the calyx in this particular diagram. So calyx, sepals are 5. You can see here this one. So this one is the calyx. So how many are there calyx? You can see here in the diagram. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 and 5. This one 5. So 5 sepals. So 5 sepals are there. So sepals are 5. So 5 sepals are present, and one sepal is attached. So you can see sepals are attached. This sepal is attached to another, and all 5 sepals are attached to one another. You can clearly see that all 5 sepals are connected to each other. They are side by side and they are attached to each other. When they are side by side and attached to each other, then we can tell that such type of situation is called as a valvate situation. So such type of situation is called as a valvate situation. So you can see from the given diagram. So given diagram is showing the specific type of situation that is called as valvate situation, where sepals are arranged side by side, and when they are connected, when sepals are connected to each other, such type of condition is called as a gamosepalous. So now this particular given diagram, so the given floral diagram is showing that their sepals are gamosepalous in nature, and they are showing the valvate situation. So valvate situation and sepals are gamosepalous in nature. Then, so that is in case of the calyx. So sepals are present and sepals are gamosepalous in nature. So why sepals are gamosepalous in nature? Because the sepals are attached. One sepal is attached. You can see that one sepal is connected to another sepal, and this sepal is connected to another sepal, and here again. So they are attached. So such condition is called as a gamosepalous. So that is about the calyx. Then you see about the corolla. So if you see corolla, there are how many petals? There are also 5 petals. Let us count the corolla. How many are there? So here this is the anterior position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here also you have 5 petals. 5 petals are there, and they are also connected. One petal is connected to other. So you can see one petal is connected to other. One petal is connected to other. And there also, when one petal is connected to other, and petals are also arranged side by side. Okay, such condition, again the same condition. So petals are also showing the valvate situation. So petals are also exhibiting the valvate situation. Then if you see here, this is the stamens. So stamens are connected. So stamens are connected to petals. Stamens are attached to petals. When stamens are fused, so stamens fused with petals. So stamens are fused with petals. When stamens are fused with petals, such condition is called as epipetalous. So such condition is called as epipetalous. So epipetalous condition is a character feature of Solanaceae member. So epipetalous condition is a character feature of flower of Solanaceae members. So that's what is clearly shown here. You can see here, this is the stamens. Stamens are attached to the petals. Such condition is called, stamens are fused with the petals. Such condition is called as a epipetalous condition. So that is about the corolla. So good evening students. So good evening Bhuvaneshwari. So good evening, welcome to Unacademy EAMCET YouTube channel. So every day we are having some classes, so you can join our classes at 4 p.m. So my class will be there like per month I have 10 classes. So after every 2 days my class will be there, you can join my class. So let us see about the androecium. So if you see the androecium, so there are stamens. So stamens are, how many stamens are present? 5 stamens are present. You can see this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 stamens are present. And just now we were discussing stamens are attached. Stamens are attached to petals. So when stamens are attached or stamens are fused, so stamens are fused. So stamens fused with petals. So when stamens are fused with petals, such condition is called as epipetalous. So epipetalous condition is observed in this case of this particular diagram. Then, so that is about the androecium. Let us move to the gynoecium. Let us see about gynoecium. So if you see the gynoecium, so it is exhibiting bicarpellary. So 2 carpels are present. Now this is the gynoecium part. In that you can see this is one carpel like this. This is one carpel and this is another carpel. So 2 carpels are present. So bicarpellary, and it is syncarpous. So it is syncarpous. So carpels are fused. So carpels are fused. When carpels are fused, so 2 carpels are fused by, you can see here this one. So 2 carpels are fused. Such condition is called as syncarpous. When 2 carpels are fused in a gynoecium, such condition is called as a syncarpous. You can see syncarpous here, ovary here. So ovary is superior. So the type of ovary is, it is the superior ovary, and bilocular. It has 2 loculus. It is bilocular, and placenta is present, and it is swollen. So placenta is swollen. You can hear. So this is the placenta, and it is swollen in nature, and you can find many ovules. So many ovules are present. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So many ovules are present. It is many ovules are present, multi-ovular in nature. So like that anyhow. So if you see the typical gynoecium, so if you see the typical gynoecium, so gynoecium, if you see the typical gynoecium, it is bicarpellary in nature, syncarpous. It is bicarpellary, syncarpous, ovary superior, bilocular, and it is having the placenta, and that placenta is also swollen in nature. So androecium, another important character feature is androecium, because it is routinely asked in the multiple choice questions. So epipetalous conditions. Epipetalous condition is a character feature of only Solanaceae members. Epipetalous condition is a character feature of Solanaceae members. So what is the meaning of this epipetalous conditions? Stamens, you can see here. So this is the stamen. So stamen is fused with petals. When stamens are fused with the petals, such condition is called as epipetalous. Epipetalous condition is a character feature of Solanaceae members. So that is about the reproductive characteristics, students. Let us see about the fruit. So what type of fruit generally we can find in Solanaceae members is, so it is exhibiting the typical fruit that is called berry. So berry is the particular fruit, and some members shows capsule, some members shows the fruit that is berry, some members shows the capsule. Then if you see the seeds, so certainly the seeds after fertilization, we have seen in previous diagram. So you can see in previous diagram of this diagram, we have seen there are several ovules are present here. You can see there are several ovules are present. So many ovules are present, many ovules. After fertilization, what happens? These all ovules will be converted into, so they get post fertilization ovules are converted into seeds. Okay, so that is the reason number of seeds are many seeds can be produced inside the fruit, and seeds are endospermic. So endospermic means that particular seed contains endosperm. So endosperm is present in the seeds. So such type of seeds are called as endospermic. So whenever after fertilization, so zygote will be formed. Zygote develops into embryo. So when during the development of embryo, the endosperm will be utilized. But even the endosperm is utilized, some amount of endosperm is left over in the seeds. Such type of seeds are called as endospermic seeds. So those seeds which contain endosperm, those seeds are called as a endospermic seeds. So here also in this case in Solanaceae members, seeds are endospermic in nature. Okay, so they store endosperm, so they are endospermic in nature. So that is about the seeds. So let us see about the floral formula. Let us discuss about the floral formula that is given to this particular members of this particular family. If you see the floral formulas is symmetry, see this symmetry. If you see this symmetry, this is actinomorphic symmetry. So symmetry is actinomorphic. Then flower is bisexual. So flower is bisexual, and we were already discussing it has K. K represents the calyx. K represents calyx, and we already have seen calyx 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So calyx 5 are there. So certainly it is 5. And it is kept in brackets. When it is kept in brackets, it indicates that it is gamosepalous, means sepals are fused. When sepals are fused, it will be represented in bracket. It is represented in bracket because sepals are fused. That is about the calyx. Then corolla. So C represents the corolla. And corolla is also 5. You can see corolla is also 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they are also kept in brackets, means they are also corolla is also in a fused state. So it is also gamopetalous. It is also gamopetalous condition. So corolla is also fused. It is also gamopetalous condition. Then you see androecium. So number of androecium you can count here. Androecium is also 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. So 5 androecium is present, and they are also androecium. They are also in a fused state, and they are in association with corolla. They are fused with corolla actually. That is the reason there is a dash mark was given. Now such condition is called as a epipetalous. We will discuss the same thing. So stamens are fused with corolla. Such condition is called as epipetalous condition. Then you see gynoecium. You can see gynoecium. So gynoecium is superior. So ovary is superior actually, and it is bicarpellary. 2 indicates bicarpellary. 2 carpels are present. Carpels are in a fused state. So that is the reason it is kept in brackets. And dash is present below G. So it is clear that it is a superior ovary. So ovary is a superior ovary. So that's about the floral formula discussion. Let us see about the economic importance. So let us see about what is economic importance of this particular Solanaceae members. If you see the members which are acting as a food source. So tomato is the best food source. So everyday people daily uses, and brinjal and potato. So potato is a staple food in North India. So it is routinely used, and it is also major producer by the particular state. Similarly, there are some members which are used as spice. So chili. So chili is also used as a spice, and chili belongs to members of Solanaceae. Similarly, medicinal plants. Medicinal plants of Solanaceae members includes belladonna and ashwagandha. So Witheria somnifera. Ashwagandha is the Witheria. The name of the plant is Witheria somnifera. So it produces medicinal compound that is called ashwagandha. So ashwagandha and belladonna, these are the medicinal. So these are the medicinal plants of Solanaceae. And fumigatory, so it produces fumes. So tobacco, so we know that tobacco is the fumigatory. It produces the fumes. So similarly, ornamental plant of Solanaceae. Ornamental plants of Solanaceae is a petunia. So petunia is the ornamental plant of the Solanaceae. So let us see once again the economic important plants of food source, which is food source. Tomato is food source, brinjal, potato, these all are acting as a food source. And which is spicy in nature. Chili is spicy in nature. So medicinal, which have medicinal property, belladonna and ashwagandha, that is Witheria somnifera plant. And which is fumigatory, tobacco is a fumigatory, and which is acting as ornamental plant is petunia. So petunia is acting as a ornamental plant. So that is about the characteristics of this particular Solanaceae member, students. So before ending the class, so once again I would like to introduce about our Unacademy long-term plans. So these are the best plans, students. So what I suggest to you to do is to take this to take this long-term plans. Better, I suggest you to take the long-term plans, students. So long-term plans, in that 6 months plan is costing about 10,125 rupees, and 12 months plan is costing about 12,375 rupees. So that is the best plans I suggest you to take. So if you are interested, you can use my code Rajendra Live so that to purchase the 6 months plan as well as 12 months plan. So that is about the today's Solanaceae family discussion students. Thank you students. See you in the next class.